Gemini, greetings, love or fear here, choices, choices. It's all about the choices. I actually started your reading and then got interrupted by a friendly neighborhood visitor. So the interruptions got to the point that I am having to restart your reading. Unfortunately, I did not get too far into it. So the structure of the reading is this is a love and relationship reading. It could be a connection with yourself. It could be a connection with another person. It could be a situation or a circumstance that you are dealing with. Love first begins within, and it is universal. Therefore, it doesn't necessarily apply to a specific situation. My contact information is below in the description box at the bottom, and I do offer personal readings, so just reach out to me directly. The structure of the reading is I will pull an overall energy card. We will look at your individual energy, collective, as far as your love energy, your fear energy, what is within and what is outside. We will do this for both yourself and the person or situation that you are connected with. At the end of the reading, I will pull an oracle card, and I do read those, as the messages can be very deep, and what resonates with one may not resonate with all, so I don't want anyone to miss any information that may be relevant to them and what is going on. So these readings are geared towards the present situation. Future and past do occasionally show up, and it is to help you move through whatever it is you are connected with, whatever situation or difficulty or challenge, so that you can have a healthier, happier, more abundant life. So, Gemini, we're going to look at your overall energy and then get into the cards for more detail. And the buzzing, I do apologize. I think that's my fan. I record on a laptop. Alright, the overall energy, wow. Guidance. Beautiful. Alright, let's see what you are being granted guidance regarding for Gemini. Oh, that wasn't there earlier. Hey, Gemini, what is for the week of October 10th, 2020 to the 17th? What is in the love energy for Gemini for this week? What is in the love energy for Gemini this week? And what is inner energy, please? Gemini. Sun card. I said that earlier in the first video, the one I'm not posting. I saw a sun card, maybe the Fool and the Hangman, I think. So, and I said that I didn't know if it was your person's energy or situation or yours. And so there's the sun card. I forgot I didn't say that in this one. Fear. Fear, please. Fear, please. outer energy? What is the outer energy, please? So, Gemini, you may be connecting with either you may have Libra and or these are both primary Leo cards. That's balancing energy. This is bottom of the deck, which I don't use in these readings, but in your case, with what's already showing up, Ace of Cups. So just kind of a back of the mind sort of deal. And I'm actually kind of getting out with the cards. There is some transformation going on here. It's interesting. 4 of Cups is in your love energy, which is rejecting something that's being offered. And there may be a reason. You know, it may be the most loving thing you can do for yourself. And you will find out. Because the Sun card's the happiest card in the deck. But with the Ace of Swords and fear energy. Love energy to inner, please. Love to inner. Oh, yeah. Inner to fear. Inner fear. Oh. Gemini, there's confirmation that this reading is about you. The Ace of Cups may very well apply. Here to outer. And outer to love. Wow. Okay. Virgo, Hierophant. Virgo, maybe High Priestess as well. Or Libra. High Priestess could be Cancer. So you get a lot of going on here. Yeah, you almost don't want to clarify when such powerful cards like the Sun and Strength come out. All right, now for the situation or person that you are connecting with. Overall energy of the person or situation being connected with for Gemini. Vision. which is basically the Hangman. So 2 of the 3. Let's see if the Fool shows up. I'm not as certain of. So the energy may be there even if the card doesn't show up. That one does not want to stay put. For the person or situation that Gemini is connecting with. What is the level energy of the person or situation that Gemini is connecting with? Wow. Alright. What is the inner energy of the person or situation that Gemini is connecting with? Inner. Fear. That's the fear. There's the fear of the person's situation. Holy crap. Seriously? Outer. Outer energy. And balancing energy, please. Balancing energy. There's a whole lot of mirroring here. Something doesn't feel right about that. I'm sorry, guys. It doesn't, the energy just doesn't jive. And if it's intended, they'll come back out, both of them. It didn't feel right when they came out. It's like the second time this happened to them. I'm gonna go ahead and blame Mercury on everything. Balancing energy for the person or situation that Gemini is connected with, please. You're I don't know why that popped up. Okay. Well, there's the Hangman. With the Page of Wands. Okay. Mercury. Things are starting to go wonky. So we have the Hangman twice. No Fool. Connecting energy between love and inner. Love and inner. Connecting energy with love and inner. Connecting, gosh, this love and inner. Okay, so this person is apparently a male. Love and inner. I am going to go ahead and get another clarifier here. Love and inner. One more, please. Tower. Inner and fear. Inner and fear. Taurus, Hierophant. Fear and outer. They're not doing much. I mean, this person is not, they are totally stagnant. Yeah. Outer and love. Outer love energy. Person situation energy is connecting with. Outer dark energy. Yeah. Alright. Gemini. We got some drama going on. Guidance is your overall. That's your spirit guides, your higher self, your intuition, divine, however it comes through for you. In your love energy, there is an offer that you are not accepting. It may be this energy over here. Again, like I said earlier, it may be in your highest good and in your most self-loving. So even though it does show kind of the divine offering this cup of love and it not being quite what you want, it may be a test. That Ace of Cups, that self-love, this may be a test of your sense of worth, value, peace, abundance, connection with yourself. High Priestess, Moon, subconscious mind. So we have yin yang. We have the moon and the sun here. I'm going to come back to this connecting energy. The sun is the happiest guy. So inside, you're feeling real damn good about life. In general, you're happy, you are in a good place mentally, you feel stable, you are recognizing your abundance and gratitudes. I mean, it is like, and probably because you have listened to your inner guidance. So here, again, confirmation that this is your reading. I feel like it's not necessarily about this person. Fierce, unpredictable, wild, power, struggles, assertive, possessive, determined. That's the connecting energy to your fear, which is, it's either truth with yourself, which would be reflective of this moon card, or it may be honest communication with this person. That there's a fear, a hesitation about that. There may be that desire that, although you have this inner happiness, there is this kind of hesitation I sort of feel, and that the approach may come off as being overly assertive, may generate power struggles. And the thing is, in the fear, this is a mutual energy. Like, you two are not communicating, and that it's in your fear placement. So so your outer energy is strength. Like, you're all about your power. And you are in pursuit of your fulfillment. And this is the Hermit, solo, separation. Yeah, it's kind of a double confirmation right there. You're doing this on your own. So I feel like this moon card is really more reflective of the High Priestess, listening to your higher self, listening to and trusting the process, trusting your inner guidance, trusting your intuition, knowing that things will go and flow the way it's supposed to be. I don't feel like you're very attached to this fear. Like, it's there, you recognize it, you are aware of it. You don't have any desire to create any conflict within, because you have all this positive, empowered, happy, peaceful energy going on for yourself. You are not, in the interest of self-love, you are not going to accept less than you deserve. Communicating that, however, it does appear to be a bit of a challenge. And it may be this person's energy is not leaving the space open, and there's frustration building, and there is kind of this just resentment kind of hovering about this, I feel like. And it's the energy kind of coming off you. Like, you're so much in your power and in your happiness and in your abundance that the inability to openly and honestly communicate is just kind of building up, and you're really not liking it. That's really what I'm getting, because this is an amazing reading. And there is this fear of being honest, either with yourself or this other person, or it might be with yourself about this other person. In order, because we have to be honest with ourselves first. But with these other energies, the guidance, the High Priestess, the Sun card, I'm not feeling, I mean, you know, and this person could be a Leo, or you could have Leo strongly in your chart. or you just have a lot of fire energy in your chart, and so, which would explain, trust me, and fire energy can be very aggressive, can be very fierce, can be very overpowering. And it feels like you just really would rather be on your own. I'm not feeling a strong connection to this person, but I do feel like somehow there is this connection, and it may be more for their lessons than yours. So in their love energy is they just want to avoid conflict, which may imply sort of a codependent kind of energy. They're not inwardly, they're not really motivated to do much. They're not willing to work for whatever. They have this fear of, I think they are struggling to be honest with themselves, is what I'm feeling like. And externally, the internal energy of not putting in the work is definitely showing up externally. There's no movement, there's no drive, there's no effort. They're not expressing much of anything. This person, it would be unusual for it to be a Cancer, but it could be. Cancer, Taurus, Libra, they're all here, really. The balancing is the Hangman in reverse, and then the Page of Wands. So the Hangman in reverse is a stagnation. Page of Wands is about focusing on the self. So this is kind of a confusing energy. As the balancing. You know what? This is a selfishness. This isn't a going in. This is a selfishness. I am going to stay right where I am, how I am. Instead of being self-fulfilling, this is more like self-serving. Between their love and their internal. So this is, is a Tower. So this new vision may be something that's coming. And it may be this you that triggers that for them. Hierophant. This could be a legal matter that they are dealing with and not addressing, not confronting. Maybe they never told you about it. It could be a separation or divorce that is occurring. They haven't told you about it because there's this lack of honesty here, which is going to show up internally and externally. So this may be what's kind of causing this stagnation between the fear and the external complicated circumstances, string along, puzzling, all tied up, conundrum, unraveled, tangled. Yeah, I think that says, so from the outer to the love is don't need it, unwanted, unpleasant, repetitive, feels good when it's unavoidable, and Milky Way, networking, marketing, social media, publicity, internet fame, expand exposure. I feel like this is all tied into whatever this Hierophant energy. This I don't know if it's a divorce or a legal matter, but it's something, well, I mean, divorce is a legal matter, but yeah, I'm getting that there is some kind of legal battle, legal situation that they are wrapped up in, and it has their energy completely tied up. And there is a lot of fear around that. That's why they're not moving. It's like they're frozen in fear, and they're afraid of being exposed. They're afraid of everything within them that is revolving around this situation being exposed. That's why they're not being honest. They don't want to be in this conflict. They don't want to be in this situation. Yeah, this is a tower experience for them. This is a destruction of something. So that validates that this is going to be standalone guidance, government, hierarchy, corporate, institutions. That definitely validates that this is a legal matter. And there's kind of a hopeless energy here. That's why there's a stagnation. And I feel like the Page of Wands to the Hangman in reverse, the balance here, it isn't so much about not being stagnant, it's about intentional stillness. It's about intentional stillness. Wands is fire energy. Usually pretty rapidly movement. Page of Wands is like an offering of a new beginning, but they don't have the resources to offer a new beginning. They may desire it, but they don't have the available resources right now to offer it. And I feel like that's probably where this error in communication is. They're so tangled up in this within, they don't have the resources to really communicate with you, and you're afraid to. You may be aware of whatever this situation is and all the fear and stress and drain and stagnation, and you're like, you know what, I'm good on my own. And you may be trying to find a way in the midst of all this to communicate, but there's fear because when you are in your own power and you've listened to your inner guidance and you are complete and whole within, there is that recognition of not needing others to, there's no gaps, there's no holes to be filled within. And there may be this desire to be honest, but there's also this frustration and to not create conflict. You don't have to accept their love. You just need your self-love. But how do you manage this connection when they are going through all of this? And I feel like that is where this energy comes in. Actively, externally, is tapping into that inner power. into that sense of abundance, into that confidence, into that inner guidance and intuition. And even though it may be difficult, this is clearly a very messy situation. And there is guidance to see things differently. That may not happen until after this situation's over. It may not happen unless you do what you need to do for you. It's not a disservice or unkindness. It might feel that way. That might be why there's this ace. So there's this energy of being overly assertive for you, but also there is this overflowing tears of sorrow or joy release. So you need to tap into your strength and communicate with this person honestly, and just listen to your guidance, listen to your intuition, trust yourself. You already have that all within you. So, Gemini, I do hope this person ends up getting out of this situation, does end up with this new perspective of things, does end up, being able to get, that movement and that energy within, and is able to find this honesty with themselves. But you also need to love you enough to recognize that, and that energy is here. So it's a challenge, for sure. But it is not a disservice or unkindness. There's something also for them to learn in trust and in balancing their own energy for when these complicated types of situations do arise, and that there can't be a dependence on others to that degree just because. So I'm going to go ahead and pull an oracle card for you guys and see what other advice there may be for Gemini regarding this situation and connection. I think that Ace of Cups was really kind of telling for you guys. That was way too many. No. Not any of those. I may not have the right oracle deck, Gemini. Defend to the end, worthwhile. Yeah. There's the right energy to it. 23. Okay. Beneath the illusions, pretty as they may seem, you know what is real. Beneath the lies, sweet though they may sound, you know what is worthwhile. That would be that Four of Cups. All that is genuinely and truly essential for the heart to throb with life is worthwhile. Anything that dulls it or suffocates its vibrant aliveness must be questioned, challenged, and more than likely cast aside. That is this whole reading. For the heart is our key to living an authentic life. What is there once that is compromised? Without its foundation of truth, the Ace of Swords in both sides, we are forever lost in confusion, doubt, and despair. That would be this connection, this person over here. You are a sacred warrior, a defender of the heart. You have cried genuine tears of your own grief and also the grief of the world. You have raged at injustice. That would be that Wolverine energy. Fierce. And oppression in your own life and in the world. You have felt the need to protect the presence of love. For whilst it is exceptionally powerful, it can too easily be smothered under lies and fear. The sacred warrior must not heed the dangerous voices that say, oh, stop being so sensitive. Stop making such a big deal out of things. Love is the biggest deal there is. What else is worth being so sensitive about? The sacred warrior is vigilant that the presence of love is not chipped away by fear, criticism, doubt, and untruths. Even if others find the unflinching honesty of your feelings difficult to handle, there's that Ace of Swords again. Even if those feelings are expressed with gentleness, compassion, the sacred warrior honors the task of being more faithful to love than anything else. This includes the fear of loss. Actually, it includes the fear of anything at all. This oracle brings guidance to honor even the smallest steps in your path of the sacred warrior. They are no less important than the more noticeable or dramatic actions on the path. One single misstep can begin a landslide of great devastation. Being vigilant with what is meaningful and what is truthful, even in the smallest and seemingly most insignificant ways, strengthens the sacred warrior and prevents darkness from gaining a stronghold from the inside. And with that Sun card, you don't want to lose that. The Sun, the strength. You're not wanting conflict. Listening to yourself, your guides. Strengthens the sacred warrior. The darkness will be intelligent and sneaky. It will tell you that it doesn't matter, that this one time you can forget what you promised, that you are just one person, and that you can't make a difference anyway. That darkness will lure you into sleepy ambivalence and dull your light if you allow it to. The sacred warrior within will fight with love and honor and be true to what has meaning and never ever allow it to be cast aside, even if it seems easier in the moment. The sacred warrior finds joy and humor in life to prevent the seriousness of the task from stifling the heart that just wants to live and be free. That's the hermit and the independence. That joy brings strength to the warrior and expanded, relaxed awareness that can sense the presence of fear, whether it is masked as anger, hate, or doubt, and immediately respond to it with fierce compassion. There's that Wolverine. Fierce is actually in the card. The sacred warrior will not allow fear to gain stronghold within the heart. This oracle has a special guidance for you. You are being asked to stay strong, stand your ground, which is actually what this card is upright, to stand your ground. But you don't want the conflict. And it's not necessary. This might be in a big emotional journey that feels like the fight of your life. It may be in a matter that it does not seem to hold much importance. Perhaps, for example, you're contemplating an idea that you feel could be something, but those around you declare it is nothing. Much too impractical, too little, or too much. However, what is happening or soon will be happening is worthwhile, so hold tight. Ask for help through the healing process below. Stay true to the sacred warrior of love that you are, and defend to the end all that is worthwhile. That's worthwhile. This oracle card gains even more significance for you if you, that's for additional oracles. Healing process. Put your hand on your heart and say, I call upon the sacred warriors of unconditional love. I ask for your support, protection, assistance, and intervention on my behalf through unconditional love. That what is truly worthwhile for the light and life of the heart be protected and preserved. That is what you are doing with this Four of Cups. Within me and in the world for greater good through my own free will, so be it. My own free will. So you need to communicate your truth to this other person, because they will be a burden and a weight for you, and they have their own lessons. So it will serve in both of your highest and greatest goods, to be honest. The outcome of which is between the two of you. But the honesty is a fear that must be faced on both parts. So hopefully that helps and allows you to stay in this very happy and strong and intuitively guided space. So good luck to you, Gemini. You'll be fine. And so will they at the end of it. Blessings. I'll see you next time.